Who All Gonna Be There podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Who All Gonna Be There podcast, place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. Y'all, listen, I know we a little bit late. For those who are gonna be watching, but we here, and that's the most important thing.
Eric had to take a call. Eric had to take a call.
Don't be trying.
And it's halftime, so we got about 15 minutes. Go Mavericks.
It's creepy. Wait, not Trees over here trying to ditch the stream for this little basketball game.
You know her team is losing.
Because they are losing. Just let them go.
Yeah, chances are they about to lose this, but you never know.
Teresa, you should be like Eric and let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Okay, let it
I ain't gonna give
run like a river. Okay.
Like a river.
Touch. But yeah, we here to talk about the GOAT, y'all.
Y'all know
what? Dude, the best thing happened this episode. This episode was good to me. It was good to my soul.
It was boring.
It was good because my girl won both the challenges, baby. That's what I care about. Shoot.
Oh, but the rest was boring.
Yeah,
I mean, they won. But you know, it's getting down to the end, so that makes sense.
I feel like Survivor is the only show minus his last season that when it get down to like the 5 and 6 people that it get boring. Because Big Brother get boring.
So dude, listen, when they start pulling out them cards, when they get them cards, you know, feed is over. Like you might get 1 or 2 little moments, but for the most part, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
When was the last time Big Brother had like a good, interesting like end game, like
the cookout?
The cookout, yeah. Because they the only one they delivered up until it was 2 days before the finale. Because you know, Ozzy and Big D had that whole falling out.
They did. That was like what, a day before, 2 days for the finale?
Two days before the finale. And it changed how she wanted to move at the end. Like she went from 2 days before the finale, she went from taking Big D no matter what to she wasn't even gonna take her best friend, who was her best friend from the whole game, to the end if she had won final 3. That's how much they kept it going. That's how much we kept it going. That's what you put us to the finale.
Yep.
You know.
Speaking of Ozzy, she got a Big Brother event in New York for the premiere date. But we'll eventually have some more details for that for y'all. But yeah, go follow Ozzy and go to her event. Because we've gone to a lot of them and we love them. So yeah.
Yes.
2-night premiere in New York City, 2 different venues, really lit.
There you go.
Absolutely. So yeah, the GOAT. Starting off, I mean, they talk about what we talking about. Joe talking about, it's getting quiet in here. And Davon's like, yeah, that's what happens when there's not many people left in the house, and it's gonna get quieter and quieter each time someone is eliminated. And so they're trying to get accustomed to the change of pace and with things being different, the new format we know is do or die for you now. At this point, there's no teams to save you, and it's everybody for themselves. And you got people like CJ who knows her days are numbered, and so she's going to claw and scratch at anything she can to try to give her a foothold in this game. And so she kind of starts, I know she does more of this later, but she does start trying to get Joe to realize that there's a power duo, really a power player, Davon, that they're not really with him. And so she's like, they're going to choose the girls over you. The girls are going to choose themselves over you. They're going to choose themselves over you. You got to do better. You got to do better. And so she's trying to convince Joe. She's trying to convince Jason of this earlier before the challenge even start, right? Which is not a bad strategy, but why you want to wait? You want to wait to the end game, try to be strategic. You should have been trying to do this weeks ago. Not that we wanted you to, but it is what it is.
It's a little too late.
And so
yeah, she hitched herself to the wrong horse. She decided to flip on the girls, and she went and burned that bridge. the other people that Jason and Joe were able to still get back across and go back with the girls.
Right.
But you left yourself, you burned that bridge, now you left over there on the island by yourself.
Right.
And want to be throwing shots at Davon for a bridge that you burned.
Hello. And so then you have Joe after this conversation, or we know how DRs or confessionals are different. So we don't know when this DR took place or confessional. But he mentions, he's like, yeah, we know Davon's pretty much, she the top dog in the house. She's like, I don't know if my alliance with her is true or not. She says it is. We'll see. And then they cut to Davon. Was like, listen,
ain't you?
y'all ready? You right. You here. You still alive in the game. Folks be ungrateful. My God. And I'll just play. But Davon gives us a rundown of her alliances. She's like, all right, y'all got to pay attention now because I'm getting ready to go fast. And so she gives us a rundown. She got to find a two with Jill. She got to find a two with Jason. She got to find a two with Joe. She got to find a two with Pal. And then within that, she has a final 3 with Pal and Jill. And then on top of that, she has a final 5 with all of the Joe, Jill, Pal,
everybody who left,
and Jason.
Everybody
who left.
Don't forget about her other final 3 with Jill and Jason.
And Jill and Jason, right? Everybody is connected to her, minus CJ. So that leaves CJ as the outlier, and CJ's the one who she won't go home. And it's so funny. It was just funny to see. It's like, dang, this girl really had this house sold up, sold in, sold through, with her connections. And I love to see it. And I love that they had that little moment where they showed her and Jason having a conversation, and they were like, nobody's picked up that how close we are in the game and all of
I love Jason.
So, I do too. Love Chef Jason. Were you about to say something, Josh?
No, I'm just not in agreement. I like him. I would like him to make me a plate.
I would like a plate and then a to-go bag. Thank you.
Expeditiously.
Absolutely. I second and third that. Amen. And so then we get to the challenge. Josh gives us the challenge. It's fashion show themed. And so they get out there. They all a little dressed up in their little whatevers. And they do a little runway. Well, not a
They
real
set that up for
yet.
CJ. I mean, what's her name? MJ?
CJ.
That was later. That was the other challenge. I'm talking about the first initial one.
But
when they do the wedding.
Dresses. Oh, wait. I have to say, now, of course, everybody was beautiful. It's nice. But the way that purple sat on Davon, that's your color, sis. I had to point that out there.
Yeah. It looked good. That little lavender, lilac, or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah. And so the way this challenge, Josh, you want to explain this challenge, the first challenge?
I'm about to say, like, I only got one purpose around here. We talk about these challenges. Don't be over here trying to steal my thunder.
Your thunder.
You about to anyway. So
he said, I talked to Jason, and he said he loved that butter. He said he got butter for days.
I don't know how he did that. That couldn't be me. I'm team big back, but I think that I don't have team big butter back. I can't do that.
Oh, and I forgot to say, Jill told us to say, she said thank you to us, by the way, because I told that we were wishing that she was well and everything worked out, how happy we were that she wasn't eliminated from the game. She said thank you.
Yeah, girl, we need you.
Yeah, Jill's giving.
We need you around to get Davon his check.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Everyone starts their role. So speaking of, anyway, the challenge. I was trying to find a good segue to tie it back in, but I couldn't find one. But anyway, the challenge. So pretty much they have to run behind this curtain to see how a mannequin is all dressed up. Then they have to go and perfectly reassemble the mannequin with all the accoutrements and all the details specific to how the mannequin was dressed. And they just had all these parts in different piles across the yard. And there was some duplicates. There was some alterations, some fakiness going on there. Some phonies, some different veils, different dresses, different stockings and veils.
Different body parts.
Jewels, yeah.
Different body parts, different anatomies.
And Joe don't know. Clearly, Joe don't know the difference between a woman and a man.
And what he on the backside?
He was.
He said he know his way around a real woman, not a fake woman.
Well, but still, you can still see the outline of anyway.
Listen, if I ever took a dip in the pond, I would call Joe. That was
His
cute.
wife can fight. She said she can fight.
Oh, he got me.
He's definitely married.
Oh, I heard about him. You know, he was dating one of the chicks off of Bachelor.
You didn't hear his confessional a few weeks ago when he said the only person I can talk to is my wife.
Maybe I be washing dishes during that. I don't know. Ain't no telling what I was doing during that. I was probably folding clothes. I was probably who knows. Probably at the stove.
Anyways, go ahead.
So they go and they got 8 different details they have to get together. And then Davon is the first one to request a check, but her veil was incorrect. And then Jason, and much to our dismay, CJ also tried to call over Tosh to get a check. And thankfully they were both wrong.
Wrong. Whew, praise God.
Then Davon realized, she had to go check the veil. So she went and changed the veil. Got a new now longer veil. Kind of had little curves on the end of it. She's like, check. And she got it. So this is Davon's now 3-time GOAT.
Hey, that's my girl.
3-time GOAT heavyweight champion of the house.
Love it. Like,
Davon has won the most GOAT challenges in history of the GOAT.
Absolutely.
Sounds like a legend to me. I don't know.
Sounds like a GOAT to me.
Sound like a GOAT to me. You know what I'm saying?
Because if this show doesn't get renewed for a second season, just based on how, they kind of dropped the ball with promoting this one as it is, hopefully they do better. But if it doesn't, I mean, she'll hold the record forever to the end of time.
Listen, capital G and it stands for Davon, okay?
Oh my God. I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it. She's shining, and I love to see it. Like, go best friend. That's my best friend.
Hold on, she feeling herself too. I said, she said, "Oh, I won again." She feeling herself. I love it. I love it. It's about time Davon got cocky. Davon, sis, you've always had it in you, girl.
Always had it in there. Somebody said. Oh, go ahead, Josh.
I was gonna say she proved that she had to enter on the challenge because she was doing.
She did.
She was eating on the challenge, wasn't she?
She was eating on the challenge, and then even in Big Brother, she wasn't the best, but like it wasn't like she was a complete.
She wasn't terrible.
Yeah, no. Like she could have won that. She had when she had the arm up. She could have won that.
She could have won that. She
came in second.
She would have won
twice in 22.
Yeah.
Won her little veto in 22. So it's like, it's not that she's never been able to win. It's either she gave up a win through a comp or she came in second. But I'm cracking up because somebody said, I'm counting these GOAT wins as HOH.
As am I.
I think Betty said that. Same.
And I am too. Yep.
Them all the 3 HOHs she should have had when she was on Big Brother, but she gave up.
Literally the 3 HOHs she should have had.
Mm-hmm.
We're counting this. So shout out today. She won. Hey. And CJ was pissed.
Do we care though?
CJ was pissed.
Who is CJ?
Right. I mean, non-factor, unimportant. It's just
I thought somebody said something.
I used to know.
I thought a sheep said something. Oh, okay.
Gotta be a sheep because she sure ain't the GOAT.
She definitely had to go.
Clock it. Clock it. Oh man.
And that's exactly what Davon did when she put CJ's ass on the block in the danger of elimination.
Without hesitation.
Yep. Nope. Easy.
Without hesitation. Easy. And so Davon wins, nominates CJ like Josh says, and so she then decides that she wants to pull Davon aside. I'm like, I understand why you chose me because I'm a strong competitor and you can beat everybody else. Davon said, I beat you today. Like
CJ's only beaten Davon once. Davon has beaten CJ 3 times.
If I don't remember it, it didn't happen. I don't remember it.
Right. She barely won that. So.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, if we're gonna talk about strengths, like that was the last time I was actually like okay with CJ doing something in the game because like okay, you know, you riding with my girl, you riding with the girls, like okay, cool, bet. after that, non-factor. She don't even realize that she became a non-factor when she switched sides. Like, you had some importance when you was rolling with the girls, but when you decided to roll with the fellas, you just kind of became irrelevant, even more so than what you really already are.
Yeah, because it wasn't like she was really even given that much beforehand, but she showed whatever she gave was just like dropped on the cutting room floor if there was anything to even cut.
She had nothing to give, and based on her confessionals and how she still, it's just tired. The storyline for me has run stale. In the words of Kiki Palmer, because she's still in a confessional. I just don't understand people. They strategize. I'm sick of it.
Ooh, the lack of self-awareness,
girl.
I think at this point, you know how like some orgs have like a do not play list where they say people they don't want to play. I think all these reality TV shows need to now form a list of people to not recruit for another competitive reality TV show.
She's at the top.
Yeah, at the top, she's the number one answer. People that
please, they gonna put her ass on the challenge.
Number two after Reza, people who should never be on a competition reality show again.
Oh yes,
listen, Reza, you heard it here first. They gonna put her on the challenge watch. I can see it.
Honestly, if she changed her attitude, we really like we talked about this last week or the week before last rather. Like, she really has the potential to be like that Jessica type of player.
She just went against Davon.
But it's just like, besides that though, it's like just her attitude about the game, like mad that people are strategizing, mad that people are trying to plot and planning.
And now you trying to do it.
And it worked a little bit. So it's like, imagine what you could have done if you would have stayed with the ladies and did all that strategizing.
Or she could have infiltrated. She could have been like, look, y'all, this is what we about to do. Like, girl, come on.
Because even if she would have stayed girls, and then was leaking information, I would have been okay with that, honestly.
Yeah.
She came to play the game.
Or on the cool, even if she was with the girls and was lying about her vote. Like, do better.
Yeah.
Do the schemey thing, but you like, yeah, I did it. Girl.
Because
are you trying to win some money or no?
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I feel like in reality TV shows, this is concept like when people turn on you, your first instinct is to get revenge and get out the person that turned on you. But because Davon is so smart, she realized CJ ain't, even though she turned on, she ain't the real threat. So CJ is really lucky that Davon is smart and not petty. Well, she's smarter than she is petty. I should say that.
Yeah.
She ain't new to this.
Exactly, Larissa. Nothing but dust for CJ.
Yep.
Nothing but dust. And so she's been a non-factor this whole time, and now she knows she's getting picked off. And so she's trying to paint that narrative like, so when she started telling Devon, oh, you're only keeping everyone else around you because they're weaker, you know, you can beat everybody else. And here come Pal. Pal was like, hold on, because let me tell you something. My name was
like, you ain't gonna call me weak.
And so her and Pal gets a button heads, whatever. But later on, CJ and Pal start having this little conversation. And so I'm so, like, I didn't want you to feel that way. I'm not really trying to call you weak. But I just want you to know what's going on in the game. And that you're next. Like, if I'm gone, who's next? You're going to be the one. So she's trying to paint this narrative for Pal to see
because
that
Joe needs to be next.
Right.
Joe needs to be next.
I would, honestly, if I'm Dave Vaughn in this situation, and I'm in Final 5 and I have a Final 2 with 3 other people, because honestly, I know I'm jumping ahead, but I'm going to just go ahead and do it. I really think for that little preview we got at the end of this episode for next episode, I really think that argument between Pal and Davon is because Davon wins and nominates Pal.
Probably.
Probably. I didn't see previews, but probably. Yep, that's probably what happened.
I don't know, just from my perspective, if I'm in that situation, I know I got a Final 3 with you, but I got 3 Final 2s with all these other people.
Yeah.
So in order
you're right.
In order to still protect myself.
Then, regardless, she coming. You're right. Yeah, Pal's the right move.
Yeah, I think so too. I
just want to take Joe out because I feel like Joe could beat me.
No,
but Joe really. You said what?
I was gonna say I'm not agreeing with that because I feel like if it's not Pal she puts up, I feel like Joe is the next logical option. Like one of those two definitely need to go this next round. I'm talking about in
both
terms
of them two need to be on a chopping block next week. more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying from this perspective on what we see in the preview, if Davon wins GOAT, and I think what leads to this fight is her putting up CJ. I mean, not putting up Pal.
Probably so.
I could also see maybe Devon was initially nominated and then she wins that veto what we call the veto competition, and she replaces
because you get
Pal.
to on the cool. I would rather that because that's just so much more spicy.
That is true.
So that could happen. Because you got to remember what Joe said last. I know we skipped ahead. He was like, Davon is the target. Like, she has to be the target moving forward. So if Joe wins GOAT and he nominates Davon, and then she wins the challenge, and then she nominates Pal because...
Yeah, it seemed like they gonna be in trouble next week, but she get out of it.
Yeah.
And that's what causes the...
Yeah, because she also had to do something to directly put Pal in the line of fire for Pal to be bucking up, apparently calling her a bitch.
Right. Because it's one thing for Pal to be like, I gotta get Davon out because she's the best competitor. Like, that's cool. But for y'all to be bucking up, it gotta be something has to happen.
Was you cussing?
Bucking up? How is that?
Like a mechanical bull bucket.
Oh, that's that Beyonce song. Y'all get on my nerves.
Likewise, get on board.
It's okay. And so one other thing too, I was thinking, like, to Josh's point, where I think that Pal should be Davon's next target too, is because if you cut out Pal, that cuts off one of Joe's potential moves for him to move over to and connect with, because him and Pal has started to build this relationship even before this week, right? It started the week before. At least for when they showed us that they started to build a relationship. And so I think cutting that off, that will bring Joe closer to her and trust her more going forward to want to take her to the end, depending on how this end game works. So I agree with you on that point. With Pal needs to be the one to get chopped. Honestly.
Yeah, that's really what it is, because like we know CJ needed to go, and like once. And then we see her put her up, and then we get to the elimination challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll go ahead and jump into that.
Yeah, go ahead.
And it looked like, and when I saw it was a catwalk, I was like, ah, shit.
They did this so CJ can stay.
Right. Yeah. They was, not production. Not they playing Big Brother, production Big Brother, then jumped over on set. Like, all right, how can we...
And how convenient that we have America's Next Top Model challenge when we got a model who's currently in danger.
Right.
So they gotta go. They gotta put on heels. They all kind of all dolled up and dressed up. They gotta walk. They got the little things coming down. They gotta avoid them. They gotta walk across in heels. Step up on a platform with a book on their head, bouncing the book, and they gotta get to the end. And they gotta go get on the little thing and do like a 360 while posing.
Hey, 360.
Yeah, and then from there, once they get one turn, they got to put another book on their head and rush back. And they all only had a 1:30 time limit. First, the person who finished the fastest wins.
See, now I missed that time limit part. I thought it was just whoever did it the fastest. I didn't know they had to do it in 1:30.
No, that's how Joe ended up timing out, because he couldn't make no progress because he timed out.
That poor baby had oil. I don't know. He had oil sheen on his head.
He said oil sheen.
I didn't think he got I think he just got a big hump right there in that part of his head where it normally should be kind of flat. I really think he said he got an uneven head. He might have a little hump.
I sympathize with Joe because I also have a dip in my head too, so I probably wouldn't have been able to hold the book on my head either. So
yeah, you would have flopped.
Yeah. So hopefully I will get the GOAT.
We see true, but then we see Pal. She goes like she has to do her hair back. Say, I gotta mess up my hair, but I gotta win this challenge. I was like, okay, Pal.
Right.
Okay.
So she goes. She looks like she does decent, but she messes up at first. She drops at one point. She has to go back. Chef Jason is looking steady, but he drops. Has to go back again. Jill. She was all right. She was
perked
slow.
Up, huh?
She was slow because she had that bad back and stuff. But she did a thing. And
that brace had her perked up because Joe was like, I think that's an advantage because her posture plays an important part in this, and that brace got her back straight.
Hey, sometimes the things meant to hold you back end up holding you up.
Literally hold your back. Things that meant to hold your back.
Talk to him. And then the model goes. And thankfully, she gets close to the end and she drops on the second book, almost when she finishes. Oh God, it's good.
Ain't he?
So she has to go back, and she does it well the second time. To this day, bomb. I'm just like, Lord Jesus. I can't even imagine, like, who would CJ even put maybe Jill in her spot?
Jill.
Probably.
Yeah, if
she got any sense to be Jill.
Because she couldn't get Devon.
And so I think had she won, she would have put Jill up, and she might have been able to convince them to take out Jill. Honestly, since they were already starting to be on, especially Pal on the fence with taking out Devon, she might have went ahead and took out Jill. Who knows?
I don't think so, because she didn't really trust Joe, because Joe he's still going to be nominated because he's last. That's true. I think that even though Pal might be kind of wary of Devon, I do feel like she has a good bond with Jill.
That's true.
And seeing that she obviously says she doesn't trust Joe, I do feel like all the three girls, even though CJ's there, but you know what I mean by the three girls, all they got to do is get on the same page, and then Devon will break the tie.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But I thought that when Devon went, she had me leave it to her to be cracking up. Like, she went to do it. She was like, listen, I know I'm supposed to do this little 360, but I ain't got time to be Tyra Banks. I gotta win.
Yeah, she's like, I ain't even posing. I'm just like, well, she still served the face a little bit. She was still serving his face.
She served us a little bit.
Yeah, she did that. And they tried to say, shake your booty. I said, I'm not shaking my booty.
Yeah, she was like, I'm not doing that. I understand. Like, Mama had a mission. Okay. Go ahead.
No, and then she gets the second book, and she makes it back across and safe. And then Tosh reveals the result.
The only one to not drop.
Period. I don't think Jill dropped.
Oh no, Jill did she? Yes, she did. Remember, didn't? Or no, she just moved.
No,
slow.
Jill didn't drop. She was just slow.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay, yeah. So her and Jill, come on, dynamic duo didn't drop.
So we go and they have the leaderboard, and I kind of felt intrigued because the way it looked like on screen, it made look. Oh, wait a second, CJ's at the top with a minute 12, but then we see Devon at the bottom get moved up with a minute 9. Like,
and it's crazy that 3 seconds separated the top three. Like, I think Devon was a minute and 9, like you said. Then 3 seconds later, it was CJ, and then 3 seconds, Jill was at 1:15.
Yeah, and it's crazy. That, like, Loki, man, I'm kind of surprised it was that close between Devon and CJ, knowing that CJ dropped and Devon didn't. Because it made it look like Devon was like kind of blowing through this. Yeah, maybe that's just editing tricks or something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But like, with seeing that CJ dropped and Devon didn't, I wasn't expecting it to be that close.
Right, but that just lets you know that one mistake can make. Because had she not dropped, she probably would have won.
She would have won.
Yeah. So they did really good for those 3 seconds to be separating the top three each, like 3 seconds each. You know, I thought that was really cool to see. But hey, a girl had all the power this week. She won that.
She won HOH and veto.
Okay, took control of the week. She said, I was on a mission. She said, I ain't trying to be Tyra Banks. Ain't time to look cute. This is business. We got to get this girl out of here, and I got to make it happen.
Big business.
Make it happen, she did. Okay, big business.
On a side note, a brief observation. These last 2 weeks of the format change, I find it interesting that the person that needs to win the most ends up coming in second. Last week with Wendell in the Fear Factor challenge. This week with CJ in the Mileage challenge.
Yeah.
It's an interesting little tidbit. They keep coming in second.
That is interesting. But you know what? That be happening on Big Brother sometimes too, or even on Survivor. Like we've seen a few times with this new era specifically. Like the person who came in second in the immunity challenge is the one that get blindsided or something like that. Like Hunter came in second, got sent home. Tiffany came in second, got sent home. Like Maria came in second, got sent home. So it's just like, I think we mentioned this on a pod one time. We was like, if you coming in second, you better make.
Something is up, okay? They coming for you.
Be on guard. If you come in second, be on guard.
That's what I'm saying. If I see I'm not about to win, I'll be like, let me pull back a little bit. Because ain't no way I'm winning this. Let me get 4th or 5th. Shoot, because I don't need y'all on me. If you look at a copy, you like, ain't no way I'm winning this. Once I know that slop, it's gone. Oh, I'm falling.
Not you just want to be able to eat.
We'll eat. Yes. Yeah. Shout out to Chef Jeff. I mean, what's his name? Chef?
Jason.
Lord, Jason. Lord, my memory.
Pregnancy brain.
You already know.
She said, as soon as the
I was
slop is
about to call
off
him
the
Chef
table,
Jeff.
call me.
Listen, I will be ready. Mm-hmm.
What was you about to say, Josh?
I wasn't about to say nothing.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something before she said that.
Nope.
But no, I feel that. I was gonna say too, is like if you know you can't win, pull, like Tree said, pull back, because second place is a good person to go after. Because that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, well, if we can't get the person who keep coming in first, we need to get the one that's coming in second.
Because after we finally get the person that's coming in first, we gotta have that person second gonna end up picking the ball up and run with it.
Yep.
Exactly.
He probably gonna be safe coming in third place, but that repeated second place, that's gonna get eyes on you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unless you protect it some way, like super shielded and whatever, it's no. Just give it up. Move back. Scale it back a little bit. But yeah, Davon wins. She keeps the nominations. I really think this is Big Brother. Things stay the
It's
same.
ingrained
CJ
in
ain't
us.
going nowhere. Nothing changes. So CJ, she pretty much know that the Grim Reaper is knocking on her door at this point.
She know what's up.
And so, like I mentioned earlier, she does these last minute pleas to try to get Powell and Joe and Jason to understand that Davon has to go, because for whatever reason, she is so pissed that Davon is doing so well. She's so mad that Davon has a really great chance to win this game. And so she is doing all that she can to make sure that they put a target on Davon's back. And Sheena talked about this on her TikTok, but I'm like, you weren't doing all this to Wendell when Wendell was playing the exact same game that Davon was playing, but you was attached to him and you were okay with Wendell playing that game. And so it's like, if this was a man or Wendell, anybody else, you wouldn't be having a problem with the way Davon is playing the game. You wouldn't be trying to make sure that she don't win. And another thing, when you get ready to go home, because you're going home, why do you care if she wins or not? You're gone. Why do you care if everybody else get played?
At this point, it's irrelevant. At this point, you at the house, ma'am.
So for her to do that, it's annoying. So she convinces Pal. Pal starts to look at him like, yeah, I guess I know CJ. But I see Davon is like, I don't know if my heart is telling me to do this. And, I think it may be better if I make a different type of move. And so her little whatever CJ did and said to her, it worked on Pal. Pal is fully on board with take out Davon. Joe is already on that track too. He on the track. I ain't gonna say semi. He on there because he said Davon need to be a target. So she on the radar for sure next week. The votes come down. We ain't no need to keep going about it. CJ gone. Voted out. Eliminated.
Quickly.
Kicked out the house. Goodbye. She's
I
gone.
mean, Tosh didn't even make it all dramatic. Oh yeah, CJ, that last vote for you too big. I'm cracking up. You know how they like drag it out? She's like, yeah, and that last one was for you. Go ahead, say goodbye.
And so before she goes, she's like, I just want y'all to know that Davon, congratulations on your $200,000. Jill on second place and getting her to. She thought she did something. Jill, second place is helping Davon win. Go ahead.
Okay, so the first thing that pissed me off about this girl's little speech was actually the first thing she said, because she went and turned to Joe and went and said, Joe, thank you for being so kind and genuine and not having to, and our friendship was real, not based on strategy, not based on alliances, not based on, I'm just like, I wish I was a spider right now, just so I had more eyes to roll.
I thought you were about to say so you could bite her in the neck or something.
No, just so I could roll more eyes. If you didn't want to turn into like a tiger or something, like you could still step on a spider.
It's true.
But she said that, I was like, you were just so insufferable, and you never got the concept. You started getting strategical mind when your ass was on the chopping block.
Right.
Then you got eliminated, and all that strategical mind, game sense went right out the door like you about to do.
Straight out the door. And it's like, first of all, Joe, you're so kind. Who wasn't kind to you? I don't think anybody was just out of their way mean to you or treated you any differently. Like, y'all still were around the pool together. Y'all still play games together. So I'm just like, nobody treated you any different. So why is Joe the only one who was kind?
Especially knowing that Jason was right there.
She was on another show, apparently. I don't know.
Right.
We didn't get the
And
memo
even if
what show she was on.
Right. And even if you felt some type of way about Davon or the other girls, I know Jason ain't did nothing to you.
Exactly.
So
Jason be minding his business.
He gonna look. He gonna work his way down to that finale. Is what he gonna do.
Yes.
Yeah, I say he's the most surefire bet to make Final 3.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. And so she said all that. Davon can do nothing but laugh. I mean, what do you do when somebody says that, like all you can do is laugh? Like she ain't denying it either, because she was like, you know, I mean, yeah, that is about $200,000.
It was nice playing with you.
Yeah, it was nice playing with you.
Kept saying that.
Pretty much. Happy New Year.
I was just about to say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Which means that's our code for goodbye.
Yep.
Happy New Year.
That is code for you are dismissed.
You
don't even get a goodbye. Bye. Get out.
Happy New Year.
It's a nice way to say get out.
Yeah. And then that made some other people upset. They're like, I just can't believe she said that. Like, she's calling us like we sorry, we weak, and we not good, and that we're dummies, and we're just being strung along. And Davon couldn't do nothing but laugh again when they was in the thing. They were like, can you believe that she said that? Like all that. We just gotta laugh it off at that point. Like there's nothing else to do or say. So I'm glad she's gone. I'm actually okay with everybody who's left. Well, she don't need to win, but like I don't have any grievances towards anybody left. And this is like probably one of the few shows that actually go my way. This is the longest a show has went my way, I would say.
I still feel
in a long time.
Even with our predictions or speculation over next episode, I still think low-key next episode is still going to go our way too.
Yeah. I mean, based on tweets, I do think Davon will make it to the end.
It's only one episode left. Two.
So I do think she makes it to episode 10. I just don't think she wins, which will be a travesty. But
look,
do they give a second place, or is it just only one winner?
They let second place might get somebody under the table or something.
Probably. Yeah, it's probably not an official.
I'm sure everybody got appearance fees too. So.
Oh yeah, they definitely did that. So, were you about to say anything, Josh?
Now then, I'm gonna say even if she don't. Hey, DM Rock. I'm gonna say even if she don't win, she played the hell out of this season.
Yeah, she did really good.
She's like, if she don't win, it'd be like the equivalent of like Tiffany not winning BB 23.
Yeah, absolutely.
Best player had all of the influence, had all the best streets combined, but didn't end up winning.
Or Cerise, like Cerise playing Survivor and playing the heck out of Survivor and coming just short of a win. We need to do a study of Black women who run games and get just shy of the win.
Well,
like
then again, like not to sell ourselves short, but how often do Black women usually get the chance to run a game?
Right. And when they do, they still don't. They just
coming up just a little bit short.
Because we can even go back to Danielle.
Because her go a man in the way.
Oh yeah, we
always a man in the way.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yes.
So exactly, did Rocks.
We saw it. So we said it's gonna be interesting. It's called.
That's my thing. You can listen. You can say whatever you want to about me, but do not call me out my name. Do not.
Her name. Don't call her name, and don't talk about her child. Those are her.
Don't call my name. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Because I will get very ignorant.
So we're gonna see. It's gonna be spicy. I think. Hopefully it is. Hopefully they don't be playing it up, because sometimes these shows be hyping up stuff and then it don't live up to what we were expecting it to be. But it'll be interesting to see. Oh, you're welcome, Larissa. We're glad you hopped on the GOAT train because of us.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, it really is a good show. It's a new concept, and we hate I know I do. At least I hate that they did not promote this show the way they should have, because
sure
it's
didn't.
good. I mean, yes, it's dry. It's been pretty dry, because it's cutting down.
If we hadn't
But
heard Davon was on it, honestly I feel like we would have damn near not even knew about the show.
no, we wouldn't have. We wouldn't have.
I would have. Who? What is this? I ain't watching it.
Right. And she's the
That's
real
probably
reason
what
why we watched it for sure.
She's the real reason why everybody watching. Thank you.
Absolutely. She's carrying the ratings on her back. Like, can we say GOAT already? Like, regardless of the title, like that's the GOAT. Like, we're tuning in weekly.
Just go. Whatever y'all doing, y'all better just read it so she can win. Thanks. I don't care what y'all do. Just
in post-production, like, go back, take the prize money from whoever did win, and let them know they disqualified because they actually cheated in the competition, didn't even know it, and so they have to rerun it back, and Davon actually won. Because she really did play this game, and the game is actually good. I think we've all talked about this too each episode. It's actually a really great concept, a really great.
I think, what I think they should do for that like final prize, they should just do like Big Brother trivia, like name this person, and I think that'll be a really good comp.
Exactly, Big Brother trivia.
Who is this? It's a picture of
Who won season 13 of Big Brother? And you have half a second to answer. Thank you.
Teacher Dr. Will. Who is this? Will. Point for Davon.
What is his profession? For an extra point. What is his profession? If you can name his profession.
There was a guy named Will that is famous in the Big Brother streets. What was his profession? Davon, only you answer.
Oh my God. There is a prize at the end of the Big Brother season comprising of 3 letters. What is that prize? And who was the first Black person to ever win that prize? Davon?
Who threw the last event in LA and you had wore that green dress? Who was the host of that? Terrible.
Pitiful.
We give you ideas, Go. We giving you ideas. We're giving you material.
Give you ideas for a show that you've already filmed a year ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, great concept. We hope they bring it back, but they need to. Their casting has to be stronger. It needs to be competitive people.
I'm sorry, it got to be people that know how to play a game because it's a game.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like
make it more competitive.
Definitely. I feel like there needs to be a stronger vetting. If they do get season 2, I think there needs to be a stronger vetting process for the people they do cast. Because I feel like even if they go back to the same shows, I feel like you can find more competitive-minded people that have actually seen shows, or like maybe now that they've seen the first season and they'll know exactly what they're getting themselves into. Like, have any potential recruits go and binge watch the first season of The GOAT.
Yeah.
Right.
So they firmly grasp that this is the game. You gotta have strategy. You gotta have a strategic
feelings. Check your feelings at the door, like they used to tell us at school. Whatever problems you got going or at work, leave them at the door. Don't bring
at the door of the airport. At the door of the airport. Don't even bring them.
Don't even bring it to the airport. Don't even bring it to the airport.
And I want some harder comps too.
Yeah.
Look at me trying to make this into Big Brother.
I mean, I'm like harder in a sense, like
harder.
I don't know.
Just amp it up just a little bit. It's like I feel like they've done well, but I think two spelling challenges back to back is like
that was lazy.
Slightly repetitive for me. Even if it does like take like different format, like do something different.
Like the mud, I want more physical, like mud type stuff.
Yeah, like that mud one where they had to like go across. I love that challenge.
Yeah, that was good. I like
that. I tweaked that to be like, all right, last person, everyone that's wrong is out, and last person to lock in that's correct is out.
Yes. Yep.
Because really, at that point, they didn't have no motivation to have to go fast.
Mm-hmm. Right, because that's what it made the mud like. It made it irrelevant a little bit. So, yeah, I agree. But they're good on like the food comp that they can keep that. They can just keep adding nastier stuff on there.
Yeah.
Nastier food options or crazier things. Because ice cream, let's be real.
I think it was just for the brain freeze. So like, you might get brain freeze. But now, if anything, they should actually make it a slushy. Make it icy.
Yeah. Well, y'all, we ain't gonna hold y'all long. We gonna wrap it on up. That's our discussion on the GOAT, episode 8. We are down to the final 5. We're all team day here. We're team day. Larissa's team day. I know D and Rock's a team day. Everybody watching, I hope you're team day. Because if you're not, don't know what to tell you.
So like and subscribe anyways.
Like and subscribe anyway if you're not team day. If you're not team day, we still want you to stay.
There you go.
And come see us week after week after week. So yes, you can follow us on Twitter. If you're looking at us on Twitter and watching us on Twitter, make sure you follow us at AWhoallThere and hop on over to Instagram at the same name, AWhoallThere. And then of course on YouTube, subscribe, besties,
All that.
and become an exclusive member of our group chat at AWhoallGonnaBeThere podcast. And we will be back next week around the same time for episode 9. And again, we're preparing. We got a couple shows coming at the end of the month. Like we got the mole coming out next week. So we'll probably talk about that. Cover the mole. Hopefully it's good, because if it ain't no good, we're gonna be like, we covering this. I don't know. But we can see the mole kind of replacing our GOAT slot as it wraps up. So thanks for tuning in and kicking it with us. We appreciate you always. We hope you have a wonderful night.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.